Have you ever paused in the middle of a busy day, looked around, and felt a quiet pang of regret, wondering where all those precious years have gone? It's a feeling that creeps up on many of us as we cross the threshold of 50, when the calendar pages seem to flip faster than ever before. Picture this. You're sitting in your favorite chair, the sun setting outside your window, and suddenly it hits you. The dreams you once held dear, the adventures you promised yourself, they're still waiting, gathering dust in the corners of your mind. But what if I told you that it's not too late? That right now, in this very moment, you have the power to shift gears, to stop letting time slip away unnoticed, and to embrace a life brimming with purpose, joy, and deep fulfillment? My friends, today we're embarking on a transformative journey together. As someone who's walked alongside countless individuals just like you, navigating the twists and turns of midlife and beyond, I'm here to share insights that can change everything. We'll uncover practical steps to reclaim your time, illustrated with stories that will touch your heart and spark your imagination. So, settle in, take a deep breath, and let's dive into how you can stop wasting time and start living your best life. Because you deserve every bit of it. Time is our most valuable resource. It's finite, irreplaceable, and yet so easily squandered on things that don't truly nourish our souls. But the beautiful truth is that awareness is a first step toward change. Over the years, I've seen remarkable transformations in people who decided to take control, and today, I'll share 3 foundational steps to help you do the same. We'll explore each one in depth, with real-life stories that illustrate how these principles play out in everyday lives. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress, one intentional choice at a time. Let's begin with the cornerstone of a meaningful life. Getting crystal clear on what truly matters to you. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of obligations, work, family duties, societal expectations, and lose sight of our core values and passions. But as we enter our 50s and beyond, this is the perfect time to reflect and realign. Ask yourself probing questions. What brings me genuine joy? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Is it nurturing deeper relationships, pursuing a long-forgotten hobby, or contributing to your community in a way that feels authentic? To make this concrete, consider the story of Susan, a 62-year-old retired teacher from a small town in Ohio. For decades, Susan's days were a blur of grading papers, attending school events, and then in retirement, endless household tasks and aimless scrolling through social media. She felt a growing emptiness, like her life was on autopilot. One quiet evening, inspired by a conversation with an old friend, Susan took out a journal and began listing what mattered most. At the top, reconnecting with her grandchildren through weekly story times and reviving her love for painting, which she'd set aside since her college days. She started small, dedicating just 30 minutes a day to sketching in her garden. At first, it felt awkward, like rediscovering an old skill. But as the weeks turned into months, her canvases came alive with colors that mirrored her renewed spirit. Susan's home transformed into a gallery of her creations, and more importantly, her relationships deepened as she shared her art with her family. Today, she leads a local art group for seniors, finding purpose in inspiring others. This story shows us that identifying what matters isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing dialogue with yourself. Start by setting aside 15 minutes each day for reflection. Write down 5 things you're grateful for and 3 priorities that align with your heart's desires. Over time, this practice will sharpen your focus, helping you filter out the noise and direct your energy toward what truly enriches your life. Remember, at this stage, it's about rediscovering who you are beyond the roles you played, parent, professional, caregiver, and embracing the unique individual ready to shine. Once you've pinpointed your priorities, the next crucial step is to courageously let go of the time wasters that clutter your days. These are the subtle thieves, mindless habits, unnecessary commitments, and distractions that promise comfort but deliver emptiness. Think about it. How often do you reach for your phone out of habit, only to lose an hour to scrolling? Or agree to social events that leave you drained rather than energized? Recognizing these patterns is key to freeing up space for what you value most. Let me share the experience of Tom, a 55-year-old accountant living in the bustling city of London. Tom was the epitome of busy. His schedule packed with client meetings, evening commutes, and what he thought were relaxing nights in front of the TV. But deep down, he felt unfulfilled, like he was merely existing rather than living. One day, after missing yet another family dinner due to overtime, Tom decided to audit his time. He tracked every activity for a week and was shocked to discover he spent over 20 hours on television and social media. Time that could have been invested in his dream of starting a woodworking hobby or strengthening his marriage. Gathering his resolve, Tom made tough choices. He unsubscribed from several streaming services, set strict limits on phone use with app blockers, and learned to say no to non-essential invitations. In their place, he carved out time for evening walks with his wife, Sarah. Those walks, initially silent and awkward, evolved into heartfelt conversations about their shared dreams. Inspired, Tom even built a custom bookshelf for their home, reigniting a passion for craftsmanship he'd forgotten. Within 6 months, not only did his relationship flourish, but he also launched a small side business selling handmade items at local markets, bringing in extra joy and income. Tom's journey teaches us that letting go isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. To apply this, conduct your own time audit. For the next 3 days, log your activities in a simple notebook. Then, categorize them. Does this energize me, align with my priorities, or is it a drain? Be gentle with yourself, but firm in your decisions. Start by eliminating one major time waster, like reducing screen time by 30 minutes a day, and replace it with an activity from your priority list. Over time, you'll notice a profound shift, more energy, clearer mind, and a sense of control that empowers you to live more fully. Now that you've cleared the path, it's time to build the bridges to your best life through small, consistent habits. This is where the magic happens, not in dramatic overhauls, but in the quiet power of daily routines that compound over time. Habits are the building blocks of transformation. They turn intentions into actions and dreams into reality. The key is starting small to ensure sustainability, especially as we age and our energy levels fluctuate. Consider Margaret, a 67-year-old widow from sunny Sydney, Australia. After losing her husband of 40 years, Margaret found herself adrift in a sea of grief and loneliness. Her days blurred into one another. Mornings spent staring at the ceiling, afternoons filled with reruns on TV. Feeling the weight of isolation, she attended a community workshop on personal growth and learned about the power of micro-habits. Margaret began with something simple. Each morning, she'd spend 5 minutes journaling one thing she was grateful for, followed by a gentle 10-minute walk around her neighborhood. At first, it felt insignificant, almost silly. But as days turned to weeks, her gratitude entries grew more profound, uncovering hidden joys like the bloom of her garden roses or a call from her daughter. Her walks extended naturally, leading her to notice the birds, the ocean breeze, and eventually to join a local walking group. From there, Margaret's confidence blossomed. She started a book club for fellow seniors, fostering friendships that filled her home with laughter once more. Today, at 70, Margaret travels with her new companions, volunteers at a library, and feels more vibrant than she has in decades, all stemming from those initial tiny habits. Margaret's story illustrates that consistency trumps intensity. To implement this, choose one habit tied to your priorities, perhaps a daily 10-minute meditation for peace of mind, or preparing a healthy meal to nurture your body. Anchor it to an existing routine, like after breakfast, to make it stick. Track your progress in a journal, celebrating small wins along the way. As these habits take root, they'll create a ripple effect, enhancing your physical health, emotional resilience, and overall sense of purpose. Remember, it's the accumulation of these daily choices that craft a life of richness and meaning. As we wrap up this heartfelt exploration, I invite you to pause and reflect deeply on what we've uncovered together. You've heard stories of Susan, Tom, and Margaret, ordinary people who, through intentional steps, transformed their lives from mere existence to profound fulfillment. What resonates most with you? Is it the clarity of identifying what matters, the freedom of letting go of distractions, or the power of building those small, life-affirming habits? Take a quiet moment now to let these ideas settle in your heart. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a renewed sense of direction, ready to embrace each day with open arms. I'd love for you to share in the comments below. What's one insight from this video that you'll carry forward? Or perhaps a personal story of how you've started reclaiming your time. Your words can inspire someone else in our community who's on a similar path. And if this message has touched you, moved you to think differently, please show your support by liking this video. It helps us reach more hearts like yours. Don't forget to subscribe for more gentle guidance on living fully in your golden years, and share this with a friend or loved one who might need this nudge toward their best life. Together, we're building a world where every moment is cherished, every day purposeful. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to you, to your journey, and to making every second count. Until next time, live well and with intention.